So this letter illustrates a number of the issues that we deal with when we're editing. For one thing, it's not a whole letter, it's just a fragment. So it has no beginning and no end. We don't know where it was sent from, who sent it, or on what date. So start by looking at the subject matter to see if that helps narrow down the date. But in this case, this letter's dealing with crossbreeding in dogs. Unfortunately, that's a subject that Darwin dealt with over a very long period of time, from at least 1839. So what about the rest of the letter? It mentions a lot of people, and this is often extremely helpful in narrowing down timeframes. If you lived and breathed in the Victorian period, then you were on a list somewhere. So the letter starts with a name, W.S. Hoare of St Clement's Rectory in Oxford. So the first place to look is the clergy list, and we can find William Strong Hoare. And in 1855, he is at, indeed, St Clement's, Oxford. But go to 1856, and he's moved on. So now we've got an end date for the letter of 1855. Other names mentioned in the letter are the Kings of Hythe in Kent, and the Post Office Directory shows us that Colonel Richard King and Colonel William James King both lived in Hythe, but they only lived there from 1854 to 1855. So now we have a start date of 1854. And the letter also mentions Captain Douglas of the Downs Rifles. If we look at the army list, we can find out that Captain Douglas became a captain in the Royal North Down Rifles on the 8th of February 1855. So now we have a much more definite date for the letter. We can actually narrow down the date a little further because Darwin mentions William Hoare in a letter to his cousin, William Darwin Fox, in October 1855. And he says, "I had a letter some 2 months ago from Hoare, who is settled an old bachelor in Devonshire." So we know that he must have left Oxford in around August 1855. So we have a date range of after the 8th of February 1855 up to August 1855, but we still don't know who sent the letter. We discounted Fox himself because a comparison of the handwriting showed that it just isn't the same hand. Another contender was the curate, the perpetual curate of Darwin's village of Down, John Brodie Innes. Innes's mother lived at Hythe in Kent, and the gossipy tone of the letter suggests that it must have been someone like Innes. A comparison of Innes's handwriting confirms that that's right.